think the weirdest thing that I've ever heard anybody say is that all time exists currently.
That goes back 120 years. Einstein really thought there wasn't much of a way around it because he said, okay, well, if everything is going at different velocities compared to everything else, right? I mean, it's a great question a kid can ask. How fast am I going through space? If you're on the equator of the Earth, that goes around at about 1,000 miles an hour. We go around the sun at about 67,000 miles an hour in our orbit. The sun's going around the galaxy about 500,000 miles an hour around the galaxy. The galaxy is going towards a galactic cluster at more than 1,000,000 miles an hour. How fast are we going, really? The only thing you can measure is how fast are you going relative to something else. There's no answer. So Einstein said the only way he could really think about how that would work is if the universe was just one big thing. There's only one now. Einstein famously said the past, present, and future are persistently annoying illusions. Do we know this to be true? At the moment, we don't have any better physics. And I doubt the physics will get any less weird than that. I mean, that's sort of the way modern physics thinks the universe may be, is a big whole thing that started from beginning to end and is all now.
When we create a clock, we create a watch. Mm-hmm. And the watch is 24 hours a day, it's running. What is it measuring?
That is exactly the question Albert Einstein asked. That is a deep, excellent question. That question that you asked is what completely revolutionized physics. Everything fell apart when people said, how do you even measure time? What does it mean to make a clock? What are we measuring? In Einstein's experiment, the clock has, two mirrors and there's light bouncing between it. And then that's the distance that it travels in one tick. You put that clock on a spaceship and the spaceship's going really fast. And as it goes by, you see that clock, as it streams by you really fast, you see the light make this motion. This line is actually longer than that line because now it's at an angle. And this is what made Einstein say, time has to change. If anything moves, the tick of a clock changes. So however you measure time, whatever time is, whether you measure it with a bouncing clock or whether you measure it with a vibrating atom like we do in the Bureau of Standards, or whether you measure it with a spring that's slowly unwinding in a wristwatch, anything you can do to measure one moment to the next changes when motion is involved. It's not just the measurement. It's time itself is changing. Any way we have to measure this thing we call time, I don't think we have an answer to what time is. What are we measuring? I think right there, you're asking for the next revolution in physics that we don't have yet. I really mean